Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to share with you a bit of what God has worked in our lives. My name is María Margarita Buelvas, and my husband, Elber Gamboa. We've been married for 7 years. We got married in the Catholic Church. When we started our marriage, we knew that since I was very young, I was diagnosed with endometriosis as well as polycystic ovarian syndrome, and some of you know them with the name of PCOS or PCOS. These two conditions make it very hard for a woman to become pregnant or to be able to conceive. So we knew that this was a part of my history, and that didn't stop us from getting married. We were both open to life, even with the possibility of adopting in the near future if we were not able to conceive. But to our surprise and through the intercession of Our Lady, and we got pregnant 2 months after we got married. We actually owe this to the devotion and consecration to Our Lady of Guadalupe. We got married on December 12, 2012 in her feast day. So she is a great friend of ours during this journey. After we got pregnant, it was a very difficult pregnancy because of the two conditions that I previously mentioned. I was hospitalized very early, and that actually led to my firstborn being very premature and staying in the NICU, neonatal intensive care unit, for a number of weeks. But thank God he developed well, and he's now 6 years old, for the glory of God. And after my first pregnancy, the doctor said before we got discharged, they said there's no way that I could get pregnant again because of the two conditions. Again, we defeated the science through the intercession of Our Lady. We got pregnant again 9 months after. So it was a lot of doubt and a lot of uncertainty. However, the doctors told us that maybe this baby will not go into full term, and it will be very risky. Even they gave us in 3 opportunities the option to abort the baby because it had 70% probabilities of it having Down syndrome. But we decided to go ahead with the pregnancy despite their advice. I was obviously considered high risk during these 2 pregnancies. The doctors were suspecting another issue, but they were not sure. After I delivered this second baby, they decided to do an autopsy of the placenta, and they discovered that I had a chronic condition, that it's chronic placenta abruptio. And what this means is that if we were to get pregnant again, either the baby or myself will not make it, will die. So these were very shocking news, and they were actually telling us to make a decision. We were given a few options, and the options were, of course, artificial methods, including the vasectomy for my husband, the pill, the IUD, intrauterine device, and obviously tooth ligation and other barrier methods that we knew because of our faith and beliefs it was not the right way to go. So we asked for some time to think about it. During that time, we met with our spiritual director, and we asked him for advice for this situation that we were going through. He was very wise, and he advised us to look into natural family planning, and he gave us a few options and people to contact. One of them was the Natural Family Planning Association here in Toronto, and we got in touch with them and told them about our situation and if it was possible, despite my condition, to practice the method. They actually replied quite promptly, and they told us that the method actually applies in any stage of the life of a woman, even if the woman had troubles like I did. So we went ahead and learned the method. We committed ourselves to follow it because we had a strong motivation, and that was the condition that I had. It was not easy, and we still struggle a bit, but with the grace of God, we were able to follow it and still do. During that process, we got to hear a lot of stories of couples that were going through similar situations, but unfortunately some of them had already taken some other alternatives, including artificial methods, but not because they wanted to, it's because they didn't know that there were other options out there for them. And we also got to know a lot of Spanish couples that somehow were going through similar situations, and we saw the need of helping them, and started to see if there was a way for them to receive help if they didn't understand English. We got to learn that there was not a Spanish-speaking teacher or instructor for the method. So there we got motivated to share this with other couples, especially with the Spanish community. And so that's what we are doing right now. It's our apostolate or small ministry. We actually help out some couples. We are currently working with some right now and are still in the process of certification to be able to be a little bit more independent in teaching the method. So this is actually to get the word out there. If you are hearing us right now and you know of maybe family members or friends that are going through situations like this, there are some options out there, especially this natural method, the Billings ovulation method, which does not have any side effects. It's 99.8% accurate according to the World Health Organization, as long as all the rules are followed accordingly. It's really, really effective if it is used correctly. So I let you know that there is options out there that you can actually use, and they are actually in accordance with the Catholic Church. So thank you so much for letting me share with you a little bit of our story. And please feel free to contact the Natural Family Planning Association if you need. And God bless you. Thank you.